Chafing Armor Podcast, episode 168. Terror of Treasure. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable Dungeon Master, Michael Corley. And with me tonight is Dare. Dare, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Greetings, y'all. I am Dare, and I'm playing your favorite gnome paladin, Tix Birchmanson.
Wonderful. And also with us tonight is Lee. Lee, tell everyone who you will be playing.
G'day, everybody. My name is Lee, and I will be playing Corvus Dragonchoked, the Were-Raven Outlaw with a dark secret.
Very dark secret indeed. That some of the players may find out about today. And also with us tonight, all the way from Ohio, because nobody else in Chafing Armor is around there, is Izzy. Izzy, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello everyone, my name is Izzy and I'm playing Marezi Mugra, half-orc barbarian, who has not heard of Ohio before.
That's right, it is unknown in them there parts. And also with us tonight is Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm playing Athora Greyfield, a tiefling fighter.
Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, our little electric ninja is James. James, tell everybody who you will be playing.
Electric Ninja. Hi, my name is James, and I'm playing an Electric Ninja. Now I'm playing Pentachellus, a spell scale sorcerer.
Wonderful. And when we last left the players, they had journeyed down into the Kraken's lair. The Kraklithid, the transmogrified Kraken, had been transformed into a Kraklithid, only to be literally noped out of the material plane by very powerful magics from Penton. Y'all had made your way down only to be ambushed by not one, not two, but 8 mind flayers, knocked unconscious for the most part. Your pets and familiars and companions came to your rescue in an amazing display. Ending in y'all's rescue, you made your way down into the temple of the severed god, but not before clearing the way by Penton once again dismissing from the material plane a literal tentacle of a god, which foiled the plans of a certain Tridazis, the mind flayer. You made your way down to find a collection of partially smashed, damaged, and injured barnacle golems, or barnacle men, and one of them stood up holding the Staff of Seraphim. Through an incredible initiative roll, you managed to defeat this individual before they could speak a single word. And after wresting the Staff of Seraphim from him, he managed to say one word, which was, die. And you don't know what would have happened if he had still been holding that staff. What would y'all like to do?
To be honest, it would have been good if we just turned different colours.
Grapey grape, lemony yellow, and
Purple horseshoes.
We got dyed.
Oh, died. Oh, God. You are in jail, sir.
Oh,
Right again.
Thank you very much, everybody. This has been my last episode. The DM is going to kill me again.
Yes, DM death is imminent.
Holy shit, you guys!
so right now, Taka is dancing around, going owie owie, holding the other half, the half of the staff, right?
So he definitely caused him discomfort when he grabbed hold of it. There was like a...
I think that character is they, right?
Taka does prefer to go by they. Taka...
Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's hurting them a lot?
Yes. Well, it was when they grabbed hold of it. You look over, and Taka is, of course, has the silver arm that was made for them by Prognati. And they are holding the second half of the Staff of Seraphim. And Taka says to all of you, guys, you might want to get away. I can't let go of it.
Oh, boy.
And you see the hand is starting to not exactly vibrate, but there's like a deep hum coming out of the staff. And the hand is just absolutely clenched. You could tell that if this was a normal stick, it would just be in flinders now, which is one of my all-time favorite words, right up there with ensorcelled.
Yeah, I was just thinking when we were doing the recap. Okay, we killed the barnacle boy that Falazure was in, but like, what's to stop Falazure from inhabiting something else, like an arm?
Is very true. I want to be very clear. Y'all don't know what's happening at this very moment.
How's the arm attached to you? Do you want me to just knock it off?
That would hurt, but I think you can do that. You might want to do that, and this dark smoke starts to billow out from the staff.
Athora, you're big like me. Come give me a hand with this.
Let's see.
And again, I'm not. This isn't a gotcha, but I want to know what you're going to do specifically.
Yeah, you might not want to touch him, like, with your bare hands. That seems like a bad idea.
That's a good idea, because Varezi was probably thinking of doing that.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but, like, it seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't want to put words in your character's mouth, but maybe someone gestures to the halberd Marezi is carrying in her hand.
Oh, no. Corvus is definitely going to say, don't touch him with your bare hands. Don't do that. Find something else. All right. Hold on.
Marezi, it's evil. Don't touch it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, with this cloak, the cloak of stars and its ability to do the thing that it does.
Oh, don't do that thing.
Can I literally take? We've already done that. We've done it with the butt.
You did?
The demon butt.
There's no reason theoretically that you can't do it again.
I think I might. I think I might try at least.
Wait, what are you going to try? What?
Well, if we separate the arm from Taka, Taka's fine, and we just have an arm with a staff in it, and then we figure out what to do from there. It seems like most important thing to do that is get the arm off Taka.
How would you? Which part are you planning on taking to the astral plane?
The arm.
That sounds like a terrible idea. What if you lose it? What if something's waiting there for you and you're all alone with an arm and they're just like, gotcha, and they take it and run away and then we're just doomed?
That feather, Michael, can it cross the planes?
You have no idea.
I'll give it a shot and...
You literally don't know.
I'll give it a shot and say... and spin off a quick message to Bubbles and Rainbow Boy.
Okay.
And see if they can...
Well, now you are currently in the material plane.
Yes.
You haven't left yet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, like... I'm thinking that, if that those two are exceedingly powerful, they might be able to figure out where I'm going to appear, and we can work something out on the other side. But again, that's not up to me. But I'm just going to send the feather out and see what happens. If not, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I could try cutting it off. I'm sorry. It looks expensive, but...
And at that moment, Taka falls to one knee and says, whatever you've got to do. And their voice is... You remember when you found them, they were literally starving to death, living off rats and sewer water. And they sound worse now.
Man.
Corvus pipes up and says, we don't have time to mess around with this stuff. He actually switches tack, grabs Taka, and folds them both, without the arm, into the cloak. I rolled a 19.
Wait, when you say without the arm...
So with the arm hanging out of the cloak, and just wrapping myself and Taka in the cloak. I don't know if this is going to work, but we don't have time to, futz around. We need to have options now. So he's just going to attempt.
Idea. Marezi, you thwack the arm away from them. Try to in a direction that's away from them. Then at the same time that he tries doing this with the cloak, and maybe we can separate them. Just
Marezi is already going over as soon as you say like you thwack.
Just 1, 2.
I'm going to
1, 2, 3, go, and you thwack, and he zaps, and we'll see what happens. Oof.
Aki might have had an OP power, but Marezi has a plus. Oh, it fell off the table. A plus 16 to attack. So that's a. Oh god, this is such a thing. I need to pull up a calculator for this one. 33.
33
to hit.
And just for flavor and for understanding, what are you aiming for?
Go for the shoulder.
Yeah, I can't remember if we've talked about exactly what, wherever the arm connects with the body, which I assume, I don't know if it's a total arm amputation, but wherever, there might be some sort of connecting joint that I can throw.
Okay. So it is the entire arm. So it connects to where the ball socket would be up there on the top. You saw the arm. It was literally hollow from inside. It's not completely hollow. It's got this weird network of webbing and stuff inside.
Gotcha.
But it's not completely solid. So you're just aiming for that seam, and it does magically attach to the arm, because obviously they wouldn't just stay boop, pop it on there. So it is magic. The important thing is, one, that you rolled really, really well, but the other is that armband. There is a and it's not the cut itself. It's not the cut. You did a fantastic job. You are a level 10 barbarian, and your aim is impeccable when it comes to combat. You bring this down perfectly on the middle, but this arm is magically attached to Taka. It is not just a simple spell. This is bonded to them. But you have yet to find something that, with that armband, it won't cut through. And there is just a and a deep howl of pain comes from Taka. And there is blood, because it, the blade, the distance between the metal and the blade is minute. But you're not slicing into Taka. You're just kind of catching the edge of Taka. And the arm just clatters to the ground.
I assume that Marezi, I think that Marezi, saw Corvus going forward, but, because of her size and barbarian speed, outpaced him, just by a little bit. But if Corvus probably, still has the chance, it's probably, a split-second difference between Marezi acting and if Corvus still chooses to do the cape thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so did they actually disappear at this point, or did the arm just come off?
The arm has clattered to the ground, still clutching the staff.
All right. I'm going to try buying some time, and I'm going to try casting slow on the arm. I don't know if it'll work, but I want to try.
Okay.
While that's happening, Corvus will switch tack and start basically dragging Taka away from the arm, almost throwing them across what room we're in, as far away from the arm as possible.
Okay. Give me a either athletics or just a straight strength check. I want to see how well that goes. That billowing smoke is intensifying. And but first I want to see how you do with that.
That is a 21.
Okay. So Taka slaps their hand over the stump that was previously their silver arm, as you drag them backward. Taka is not super heavy. They're fairly slight framed, just wiry muscle. And your newfound strength, you find that you're easily able to pull Taka away. And that is when the billowing cloud of smoke begins to solidify, and the arm, there's this long, drawn-out as the arm, like, literally clenches and digs into the ground, almost as if Taka's will were still somehow inside of it. And it's, like, resisting. But then the arm slides and then vroom, up to the air, and there is a dull as it attaches itself to the smoke. And out of the smoke, 2 eyes begin to glow. And no, they are not baleful blue. They are the deepest, ugliest, just unpleasant red. And a figure begins to take shape. And not all of you recognize it. It's not Athora, and certainly not Corvus. But the rest of you do. From your very... Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. Only Tix. That's interesting. Only Tix recognizes this figure. I really should have made you roll, but I'll say that in that moment, like, there's like a flash of understanding Tix.
All right.
As you see. And also, Taka told y'all this. Taka told y'all what had happened. As the form, the smoking, undead form of Cackle, the half-orc, appears. And where his arm should have been is the silver arm, and the silver arm is still holding the staff of Seraphim, the other half. He turns and looks at all of you and just... And I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Okay, but before that...
Please.
Did that slow spell do anything?
I would like you to make an Arcana roll.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it had a will saving throw at the time.
It's going to have a very important... I want to know what you get.
Well, with if you add my Arcana,
I know you have a high Arcana, but this is important.
It's a 30.
I'm not kidding. I have it written down in my notes. You needed a 30.
Whoa.
You literally needed a 30. Like a 20 ain't going to do it. Because what this is going to do is everything that I said happened, but it happened a little slower. And your spell was 100% successful. Not that it is working as a slow spell, because Cackle had not fully coagulated. What you have done is you have slowed the coagulation process, and Cackle is going to miss their first turn because of what you did.
Cool.
So, given the fact that this is a doubtless powerful undead creature, yeah, that's not a bad idea. That was pretty well done.
Yay!
And you have now gained back your inspiration point.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. So, just so you know,
I blew that at some point.
Everyone now has 1 inspiration point.
I don't think I do, but I don't know if I just wasn't very litigious with my notes.
Tix did use yours. Yeah, Tix used yours relatively recently.
I don't think I had one either.
Okay. Let's go with that. I appreciate your honesty. Now, I want everyone to roll for initiative, including Cackle. He's just going to miss his first turn.
Oof. It's 27 from Corvus.
Okay, what is your dexterity?
Sorry, I was looking stuff up. My dexterity is... I have a +5. It's max, so 20. So a +5 modifier.
Yeah, so that is very good because Cackle rolled a 27 as well. Your dexterity is higher. and he's missing his first turn. So that is really important that you got that, because that will let you get 2 moves before he does. Okay. And what did you get, Athora?
I got a 12.
12 for Athora. That's really low for Athora. And for Merezi?
13.
13 for Merezi. Y'all are in the middle squad. And Tix, with your belt of
Got him an 18.
an 18. That's really good. That belt, that belt is paying off in spades. I should have given it a little monkey that talked to you on it.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It seems like something I would do. And also, of course, James, what did you get?
7.
7 for Penton. You were you inhaled a little bit of the slow accidentally. Oh no! Just kidding. But that will actually bring it to you first, Corvus. It is your turn. Just again, you are in a large chamber because this chamber contained part of the massive tentacle of a severed god. So, and all around you are the broken bodies of the barnacle men. Some of them are moving, so they're not all dead. I just want you to know. They do not appear to be aggressing you at the moment, but I'm not going to tell you they're not. So tell me what you are going to do, Corvus. Obviously, you don't know who this is, but you did hear Taka's story that Cackle had become a treasure wraith, a treasure lich, and possessed the staff.
Is it?
I appreciate that context because while obviously Merezi doesn't know, it's quite confusing for Izzy not to know.
Yes, understood. Well, guys, we've been playing for 5 years. There's a lot of stuff. It's okay. It's okay if you forget something. It's okay. Your loving dungeon master forgets things. Oh, I'm sorry. Very importantly, I need a roll for the kobolds.
Yes.
The kobolds get dead last.
That's in character.
Yes, but they're there. They're there. Okay, now it is your turn, Corvus. It has coalesced into more or less a physical form, but it is difficult to say how corporeal it is exactly.
Oh, jeez, this sucks. Yeah, it's back. I mean, it's constant enough for when you've gone quiet that Michael could pull it out. So, but yeah, it's something to be aware of.
Yeah, we'll just do the best we can.
Okay. I've had these for a longish time now. I might as well start using them. Okay, Corvus, in a smooth move, dips his daggers into a vial of wyvern poison and throws them at the creature.
And where did you get wyvern poison?
I got a whole bunch of stuff from the potion maker in Kalimvor in exchange for the Aboleth stuff.
Yes, which was extremely valuable, by the way.
So she gave me as much of this stuff as she could, which I believe you said was 2 of each, I think.
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah. Creature subject to this poison must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, taking 24 or 7d6 poison damage on a failed save. Or half as much damage on a successful one. Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Okay. Give me that roll for attack.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that's a 26 to hit.
26. That will hit.
Oh, and the daggers themselves. They are magical. They have +1. That's the wrong dice. What am I doing? That is a. Ooh. That is a. I complete 5 plus. 9 damage.
9 damage.
Plus the poison damage if they. Yeah.
Okay. So you feel your magical blade bite into this undead flesh. And it is completely immune to poison.
Of course.
Because it is undead. But it does do the 9 damage.
Oh, second attack.
That was, okay, go for it.
From the very depths of his being, he feels something well. And from imagine seeing everyone sees this. Imagine seeing like Corvus's shadow suddenly become real as he casts darkness on himself.
And tell everyone what that looks like.
It's like his shadow just got up and became this ball around him.
It doesn't detach from you. It expands out from you, and there's a physicality to the shadow. It's almost like it's like you imagine like someone like making wings with their hands, like it, and then comes back down, and he is enveloped in shadow.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, and that's new to everybody else. And you, as I said, Cackle is just finishing knitting his undead flesh together. You clearly, everyone can recognize the features of a half-orc. He is a little beefier than you, Merezi, a little more orcish, but the telltale signs of a half-orc. He still wears tattered remains of almost like a ranger's clothes, like leather armor with just a little bit of chain around the like neck area, like thick leather gloves, and go ahead.
If you are showing all the telltale signs of being a half orc, call your doctor. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Do you or someone you know suffer from half orcness? But very importantly, he has a bow and arrow at his back as well, and that bow and arrow like comes into existence, and the arrows have just a wicked look to them, and the fletching looks like it was made from some kind of unnatural creature, and it turns its head towards you, Corvus, and narrows its eyes, and it just hisses, and as the smoke streams out from it, but you feel like, Corvus, like its eyes don't quite lock on you. Like maybe it's not able to penetrate that magical darkness. But even though Cackle does not get to move this turn, y'all do see again various shades begin to appear around you. You see Brindle, you see Tellen, younger, less experienced from when you met them again, with everything that happened with Osokai. and they're just staring at you wanly. And you see another version of Taka, a slightly younger Taka who seems more full of pep and hope. And you remember this Taka, Penton, when you first met them.
Yeah.
And but they're just staring at you now. Taka is on the floor with their arm over there, and the shade of Taka begins to walk towards Taka. But nothing actually happens this round. And that will bring it to you, Tix.
Okay, so Tix is going to cast Circle of Protection from Evil.
Okay.
And that gives all of his allies of neutral or better, more lawful or good alignment, +2 to the armor class and deflection, and +2 to saving throws, and they cannot be touched by summoned creatures or dominated mentally by extraplanar creatures.
Very
and that's
interesting.
within 10-foot radius of Tix.
Given
Everyone make note of those bonuses, because they are important.
given
Yes, what's the bonus?
+2 to armor class and +2 to saving throws.
given what happened to Corvus, does that not work on him?
The
It
Corvus'
still works 'cause
alignment
it's not.
change.
It's not about your alignment or anything. It's about whether or not you're aligned with Tix.
Ah, it's good to know.
Well, I'm chaotic neutral, so
Right, but it's
yeah,
not.
That would be fine.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not about your. It's not like it only protects good people. It's if you're aligned with Tix, then it works on you.
okay.
Tix so wills it. So
I just wasn't sure, given
no,
the
yeah,
pact
absolutely.
given the pact Corvus unwittingly made. I say unwittingly, like, yeah. Just wanted to clear it up because I don't know.
Yeah. No. And what does it look like when you cast this circle of protection, Tix?
So Tix touches the holy symbol on his armor and holds up his hand and shouts the name of Garl Glittergold and says, "Be at bay, you foul creature," and casts the spell through his prayers and that he had prepared, and the circle of protection from evil radiates out like a stiff wind.
I love it. And you actually see Cackle like take a small step back. Obviously, it does not stop him, but it is powerful. As the will of your god just kind of, and you almost feel like a lesser undead might even have been fully pushed back by this. But obviously, Cackle is in a whole other category. It's probably good that you didn't try to just, dismiss them, with your banishment. You certainly can't try, of course. And that would bring it to Morezi.
Gotcha. Well, Morezi is pissing her pants in delightment that she finally gets to use her favored enemy.
Yep.
Feature.
Quite a while ago, and you haven't had a chance to fight much undead.
I get to do +2 on weapon damage rolls against them.
Heck yeah.
And also on bluff, listen, sense, motive, spot, and survival checks against Cackle, but I don't think I need a sense motive check in this circumstance.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's pretty obvious he's trying to kill us.
Also, every attack from his weapon or natural attack is -1 to damage. Wait, that's not from favored enemy. That's everything. Anyways, Morezi has one important trick up her sleeve, which is that I'm going to roll an attack roll against him with +16.
Whoa.
That's a 21. Yeah, my base attack bonus is 10. My strength bonus is 3. And I have a +3 from my halberd, which is, I think like +2 from a feat I have, and +1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a 21.
You're a level 10 barbarian. You hit things real good.
I hit things real good.
Real good.
Real good.
That is a successful strike.
All right, I'm gonna roll the other attack roll too. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
All right, let me give you that 2d10 plus 10. 14.
14. Okay. And the you sense again that armband just kind of squeezing just a little bit this time, like as if there was maybe something preventing this creature from.
Oh, and I should say 16 because of my favorite enemy feature.
That's right. Hey, every bit helps. So that is 29 points of damage as you cut into its undead flesh with your halberd that your brother picked out for you so many years ago, but not so many years ago. And is that your full attack?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, then it is time for number 12. That is Athora.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold my attack for the moment.
Okay, you're holding your attack?
Yes, please.
All right, then your attack is held. Now, technically, I'm supposed to ask you what you are holding for, but I'm gonna skip that because it's pretty obvious that what's happening right here. So I'm gonna allow you to hold it till the end of the turn. That will bring it to Penton.
Okay.
And this is where the encounter ends.
No, I'm sure that's definitely not the case. I feel like there's not a lot of spell work that's going to work on this dude because he's an undead gas right now.
Well, is he cut into him, so he is corporeal.
Yeah, he's attackable. Penton is going to turn on his bright light. And it's going to get even brighter because he's going to flash white and appear again as a dragonborn with golden viscous fluid dripping from his claws. And he's going to take 2 swipes at this foul gas and hope that it actually works. Where are you? There we are. Big thud. Alright, that is a... Make sure I'm using my good attack number. Melee +7. Yeah, that is 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And I'll do the other strike. Oh, that's an 18 +7, so that will also hit. Mm-hmm. And I'll do my measly claw damage, which is d4 +1. So that is 5 and 2, so a total of 7 points of physical damage.
Okay.
But then the golden fluid coming from his claws comes into play. So this is where the creature needs to take, since it was two successful attacks, 2 DC 19 charisma saves.
Okay. First one he rolls a 2.
That's going to be a fail.
And he rolls another 2. So
Ouch.
he fails both. And he
All
has
right.
good resistances, but 2
All right,
is still a 2.
Let me make sure I'm using it right. Yes. So he is going to take... Perfect! 6 points of dexterity damage.
Wow. 6 points of dexterity damage. So I normally don't tell y'all these things, but his armor class was 20. It's not 20 anymore.
I figured Dex is probably a big part of his existence. So
Yes, well,
as I remember from playing Cackle, it was so long ago.
he was very dexterous, but liches also have a natural armor, or lich-like creatures. But even so, losing 6 points of armor of dexterity will directly affect your armor class. So, just FYI.
Bigly.
Yes. So that was a good hit. That was a very useful hit. And now it's time for the kobolds. So I need them to first overcome their utter terror at this creature. Nope, they rolled a 4. They are just crapping their pants in the corner, like they Nos, the leader and fighter with his eye patch, he's holding out his sword, but he's just trembling. Sux is trying to form a spell, but she just can't quite do it. And Kerr is like making the moves of someone who's going to get into position for backstabbing, but is mostly just hiding. And Jim, the bard, is like trying to strum on their like cigar banjo looking weird thing, but like can't, like their fingers are just like ding ding ding. Like they just can't do it. They're too scared of this creature. They're trying, but they're too scared. And so that will bring it back around to you.
I have one thing I need to mention. And reading the details of this Golden Ice attack, would you consider this creature to be an evil undead?
It is an evil undead, 100%.
It has taken 7 points of dexterity damage.
7 points of dexterity. Okay, that
one
does
bonus
matter.
For being
by the way, how much
undead.
damage does your light do to undead?
Oh, yes, a D4. That's
D4, yeah, so
a
roll
whopping
that bad
D4.
boy.
And that's a 2, so 2 more points.
Hey, you can tell that it is burning its undead flesh. Corvus, you are the last person who will get to act before Cackle does. What would you like to do?
I'm pretty sure Athora has to go now. Because you can only hold around for you can only hold an attack for a round.
I completely forgot. You are so right, 100%. Athora was holding their turn. It is your turn, Athora.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Cone of Cold. And that... I wasn't sure. Anyway. Casting Cone of Cold on the... I forget his name. So
Cackle.
Cackle. Thank you. I just had it in my mind and it was gone.
Do they need to save, or is that an attack roll?
Hold on, I was counting. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me pull it back up. I don't think it has a save.
It should be a save, because it's an area of effect.
Then it would be a dexterity save.
Mm-hmm.
Reflex, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have saved, but for some reason his dexterity is -7 right now. As you correctly put, Cackle is very dexterous, but if a dragonborn gives you a little scratch and reduces your thing by 7, then you're more likely to fail. And so because of what you did, Penton, that Cone of Cold is successful, and you just first of all, I want you to describe, Athora, what it looks like when you come forward with your Cone of Cold.
In the moment, we can see him about to attack, and as I waited for a second to see what he would do, I put my hands forward, breathe out real quick, and then the cone suddenly bursts forth to deal 35 points of damage in the hopes that it will do at least something.
He is immune to poison. He is immune to toxins. He's not immune to cold. And he takes 35 points of damage. And literally, for a moment, he is just frozen by cold. Like his entire body is covered in hoarfrost. and like his joints like freeze for a moment.
From out of the darkness, you hear, "Damn, Athora, that's cold."
and it out of nowhere, a giant rock falls on Corvus. And Corvus is killed.
Fair.
But yeah, y'all have done 73 points of damage, nearly half of that from Athora's single attack. And this cone, by the way, continues to extend outwards for hundreds of feet. And like you see a couple of like the little barnacle guys starting to get up, and they just and they aren't like just covered in hoarfrost. They are completely covered in cold, in ice. And several of them just like fall over and shatter under the force of this blast. And all of you, like when you breathe out next, your breath comes out in icy blast as the temperature of the room drops like 20 degrees just instantly. Yeah. By the way, I think you have another attack. I think that's a bonus attack.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can do without running up and hitting him with a sword.
Well, it's true. You
That's what Rezzy did.
You can try to close the distance, or you can, not.
How close to him is Corvus?
You are very close. You are less than 10 feet.
I have just realized I have Opportunist. Once per round, I can make an attack of opportunity on any opponent struck in combat that same round.
That accurately describes what's happening right now.
So I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna hit him. This isn't my turn for the next round. This is my Opportunist round. Alright. I can only hit once. I can't use my full attack. Which is a shame, but still. Roll to hit. Never mind.
That's a natural 20, is what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No, I rolled it. I didn't roll a 1, I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, then you did. You definitely. You still move forward, but you like kind of slip a little bit on the sudden ice that is before you. As y'all see this inky cloud move forward.
Okay. Okay, now it is my go. I get my full attack. Unless anybody else wants to do something with their bonuses. No? Okay.
Yeah.
Ticks?
No, I don't think I have any bonus attacks at the moment.
Okay. Does the staff count as a weapon?
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to disarm. I have improved disarm. Disarm does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Opponent cannot counter disarm, and I have a +4 to disarm attack rolls.
Okay.
Please don't fail me, dice. Please do not fail me. This is important. Let me turn my light on. All the paint has come off my dice, so there's no paint in the wells for the numbers. So that is a 19 plus 12. So yeah. Wait, no. Yes, plus 12. 31.
That is successful. And there's a moment where... what weapon are you using?
My +1 dagger. So actually, 32.
Okay. There is a moment where you all just see the staff clatter to the ground. And there's a moment where you're like, is he gonna disappear in a puff of smoke? That would be nice. But he doesn't. He clenches his fist and howls at you in a almost incoherent way, and at the same time, all of the shades that he had summoned howl simultaneously. But It is possible he is somewhat weakened because the staff is no longer in his hand.
Using a bonus action, I kick it.
Okay.
As far away from him and as I possibly can towards. Oof.
The kobolds.
Yes, actually.
Oh no!
No, I will. I'll kick it towards. Because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They pick it up and they die? They're not going to do that. They've seen what it does.
Have they?
Oh, wait, no, they haven't.
Are they also idiots?
They have not seen what it does, and they
Oh.
came here for treasure.
Okay, oh, you know what? No, DM, roll a percentage die.
Okay.
And we
40.
all defeated.
40? Alright, I just kick it in a random direction. It's not going... I try to kick it somewhere closer to our party, but it doesn't happen. It goes in a random direction. I don't know where it went. That's up to you. But I kicked it away from him. That's all I did. I don't know where it went. Somebody else can maybe figure out where it went. But my second attack... how big is Cackle? Or how big is
Cackle
this form of Cackle?
He's the size of a half-orc male, so he's pretty beefy. But he's not huge like an orc. But he is,
He's the size he was in life.
Yes, he is the size he was in life. Yes, he's not like exaggeratedly huge.
I still bathed in this darkness. I want to climb up and cover his eyes. As in, sit on his head.
I love this so much. Give me that. This is a grapple essentially.
Mm-hmm.
What you're trying to do.
Not really my best. Actually, it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. I have a 9 to my grapple. And I just rolled a 19. So, 28?
I just said that his armor class was 20, but it's been reduced. His dex has been reduced by 7, which has reduced his armor class, so you succeed.
So yeah, you watch as essentially you watch as this ball of shadow, this ball of darkness, basically spider climbs up Cackle and sits on his head. Basically grappling his head. I'm using my arms and my legs and just like wrapping my whole self around Cackle's head.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys crack me up. You crack me up. He is effectively blinded.
He can't hit what he can't see.
even though he has supernatural vision. This is a supernatural darkness, and it.
Oh, that's genius.
He cannot see through it. And it
Please make the most of this, guys, because I
Yeah.
probably only do this for one round.
I should note that he is partially obscured by your darkness. So, like, his head, obviously, and his upper torso is obscured by the darkness. Y'all can still see the lower half of him. But just...
Good enough to aim for Morezi.
I mean...
It is
Would you consider that half cover?
What's that?
Would you consider that half cover?
I think so. Oh, well, yeah, like, partial cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can still see, like, you can still see where he is. But it's, like, his whole body is not... He does have partial cover. Certainly not full cover.
Which, lucky no one here is using a bow, huh?
That is true. Speaking of bows, he screams again, and he says, It will all be mine. Every last thing. I will have the eyes of that pretty, pretty little rock beast. I will have your delicious armband. And you, little magic man, I'm just going to take your head.
But all we hear is...
No, you all hear perfectly clearly. You hear it perfectly clearly.
Damn. Would have taken so much of the menace out of his threats. He was just... Oh, well. Can't have it all.
Okay, so the first thing he is going to use is one of his legendary actions. And I mentioned that he was holding the staff, but his staff was knocked away by someone. Now, I want to be clear, this is not an actual physical attack of bow and arrow. This is a magical attack with this effect. That suddenly, think of it more like an anime. Out of this darkness, just a rain of arrows come towards all of you. And I need all of you to make a saving throw.
Is he going to hit himself?
No, absolutely not.
Then I'm safe.
No, you're not, because again, it's a magical effect, and this is just how he is expressing this magical effect.
What saving throw is that?
It is a Fortitude saving throw.
Everybody
Fortitude
gets
DC 18, and listen to what he says. Yes.
Everybody gets +4 to their saving throws because you are within 10 feet of me, and also because of the circle of protection from evil.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Cool, then.
Nice.
I don't know if a 30 is going to do it, guys.
You are very beefy, Merezi.
What about a 28? Will that make it?
That's amazing that the slight person gets a 28.
Yeah, Corvus got a 30 too.
So if you...
As well, sorry, 30 as well.
If you got 18 or higher, you take 10 points of damage. If you did not, you take 21 points of damage. And that is his legendary action. Next, he is going to touch you, Corvus, or at least he's going to try to. He is blinded, but then again, you are also holding on to him. That is a natural 20.
Oops.
So I need
Touch me, Daddy!
I need you to make a
Dear Lord.
another Fortitude saving throw. The same bonuses apply as before from Tix.
That's the wrong dice. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, so the good news is that you are not paralyzed. But you will immediately take 10 more points of cold damage as this hideous necrotic frost reaches up your arm. But fortunately, you are not paralyzed, which would really suck.
Oh yeah, because lich paralysis is not temporary. It's just you're paralyzed now. Period.
Well, in this, the one that I'm pulling off of, it's actually for 1 minute. But
that's forever.
Yeah, well, in combat, that is basically forever. That's
60 rounds. Well, 10
exactly.
rounds. 10
exactly.
rounds.
It's essentially forever.
I don't know if we've ever done 10 rounds.
No.
Yes, we have. We definitely have.
We
But
have.
like,
No, you might earlier on. You probably did.
Yeah, I think the boat fight went at least 10 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the one I was thinking of too. That one went long, but like, man.
So first, you'll hear this like sound of cold inside this darkness, and then you just hear this, and you can almost see it through this. Well, you can see in this darkness, of course.
Yeah.
Corvus, his mouth just descends, Mummy 2 style, and a fireball comes out.
Okay.
A fireball comes out.
You know, they make stuff for acid reflux. Should probably look into that.
This dude's the Avatar, all the elements, huh?
That's right. And then the Fire Nation attacked. By the way, he's not shooting that fireball away. He's firing it at you, Corvus.
So he's firing it at himself.
Kinda. Yeah. I need you to make reflex saving throw. I know you suck at those.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Now, is this a fireball? Like 20-foot radius type jazz?
Yes.
Okay. So he's not the only one that's going to be able to make a save.
You are absolutely correct.
Gee, does
So I say I do.
You most certainly do, because you were moving.
does 30 does
Yeah, me
does
too.
this 34 dodge?
Oof.
Yes, the 34 absolutely does dodge.
Reflex, you said?
Yes.
22.
22. Okay.
Don't forget your +2.
Yes.
Oh wait, so it's
24.
36 even. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting that +2.
In fact, the only person who is not in range is actually Athora, because Athora, you specifically said you were not approaching.
Does he have to reflex himself?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He essentially detonated it on himself in order to get you. So yeah. He absolutely has to. And he rolls a 9.
Oof.
Again with his minus. So anyone who got less than 18 on that reflex saving throw, except for you, Athora, you are immune. You were not there. Athora, you are also immune to fire.
Woohoo!
So I will say that you were just in range, and it just licks at you completely ineffectually. You are immune to fire and to cold, Athora. Everyone else, if you made it over 18, then you take 15 points of damage. If you did not, you take 30 points of damage. He takes 30 points of damage.
He just fireballed himself in the face.
He absolutely did.
I picked the right time to double my hit points, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick, I would like you to make an athletic saving throw, Corvus.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I would like you to make an athletics roll. Roll an athletics roll.
18. Plus...
Maintain your hold on him.
Yeah. That's plus... It's plus 13, so yeah.
Now, you could have easily been blown off, but you hold on, and you manage to basically kind of whoop to the side so that you force his body to take the brunt of the fireball, but of course it does still burn you.
Oh yeah, I imagined Corvus scuttled around to the back of his head, where the fireball went off in his face, and then resumed my position.
The crazy part, everybody, is none of y'all saw that. That part happened in the darkness. So what y'all just hear is you just hear this, and just this expanding ball of fire just erupts out of him, out of the darkness. Excuse me, out of the darkness.
Bonus burp from the DM there.
Yes,
gassy darkness.
That gives you +2 to all. That will finally. Well, no, he has one final bonus action, and he is going to try to dislodge you from him.
Okay.
And he rolls a 7. This will be an opposed, so go ahead and roll that. I'm sure you're totally going to fail.
Wow, that's a opposed grapple check?
Uh-huh.
I could get a 1. Well, actually, I couldn't get a 1, but I could get 2 and still win.
Yeah.
And I got
Again,
12. So 12 plus 9, 18.
yeah. And he is very dexterous, but again, someone made a choice.
A very good one.
To reduce his dexterity at the beginning of the combat, and that served y'all well. He cannot shake you off. That will bring it to Tix.
Tix is burned and toasty, but he draws himself together and will go up and first casts Divine Favor upon himself, gives him +4/+4 on attack and damage, and then will swing away with Destiny Seeker at Cackle's legs.
It's the only thought Tis can reach.
Yep. And goes for the knee sweeps and gets a 23. Does that hit?
That will definitely hit.
Okay. So that is...
kneel before Tix.
Wait, you're still taller than me. Go for it, Tix.
That is 14 points of damage.
You can see. Well, no, you can't see. I actually. Well, no, it's all balancing out because of the reduced dexterity. So I'm not going to revise my statement. So yeah, that does hit, and that does do damage.
Okay.
Done 117 points of damage.
It's not enough.
He is a very powerful creature.
And so Tix is going to use his Axe Frenzy to get another attack in. And that is a 27. So that's fun.
That will hit.
And that is a 13 points of damage.
Literally, a twitching undead arm falls out of the darkness and just hits the ground. It does not discorporate. It just sits there and twitches. You literally cut his arm off.
All right. That is Tix's turn, and he will be down 2 AC next turn.
Okay. Marezi, it is your turn.
I'm going to hit him real hard with my big stick. Let's see. 28 and 17. Do those two hit, or just one?
One of them does.
I see. 15 points of damage. I rolled a 10 on the die.
He had 145 hit points.
Ah, yeah!
Exactly.
Nice.
So, Morezi, as you come swinging at this ball of darkness,
Yay.
I would like, Corvus, I would like you to make a reflex saving throw.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, because Morezi can't see.
No, you literally can't see him.
That's a nat 1.
On that one?
Yep.
A nat 1?
Yep.
You take 7 points of damage. But Morezi, tell me how you dispatch this undead creature.
It's a really good thing that that Corvus got out of the way of my killing blow, because I think it's a headshot. I think it's splitting the guy's head in half.
I didn't get out of the way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Corvus, then I think what happens is that Corvus, he doesn't let go. He just kind of, tries to do that sort of, the Matrix sort of lean away, away from Morezi, where Morezi's halberd comes down on Cackle's head. But she definitely kind of grazes like maybe a bit of his arm or torso, and then past a bit of just a tiny bit of Corvus meat, she splits down his smoky lich skull.
I love it, and that Corvus meat, that's good eating. As
It's a little
y'all,
smoky, you know.
yeah, as y'all hear this howl as he collapses to the ground, and that blade bites into you, Corvus, and you feel your toughened skin just like it's like a hot knife through butter. It just bites right into you. And there's a real coldness there as it does, and this creature just collapses to the ground. And more importantly, you hear the chunk as not more importantly, but very importantly, you hear the metal arm clunk to the ground as Cackle writhes and says, "No, it's mine! It's mine! It's..." And then just the smoke just dissipates away.
He'll be back.
No, I'm sorry. Let me revise that slightly. The smoke starts to go back into the staff, to the second half of the staff. But y'all see in the same motion that Morezi is driving down that halberd, the undead smoke, the mystical smoke. This creature is not a lich, but it's not a lich, if you see what I mean.
He's a demi-lich.
Yeah, basically. And do y'all know what happens when you kill a lich?
It goes back to its phylactery.
That is correct. But he doesn't, because your armband goes vroom, Morezi. And just like with Bane, as you drive it even in, you somehow cut smoke. You don't know how that's possible. And it just unknits. And then there's a moment of like a almost psychic scream that y'all hear, and then just he's gone.
Holy shit! I'm invincible!
Oh no, Morezi's got a god complex now.
Yeah, Morezi has been really, I think, internally struggling with the fact that, like, God tried to kill her, and just, like, she's had a lot more near-death experiences recently than ever before.
Oh no, she's heading down the
you know, she almost got her head ripped off, but I think Morezi now is feeling a lot better.
Mm-mm.
She just destroyed a lich. And she doesn't know she doesn't really have any reason to know he's a lich, per se, but I mean, she might think he's literally a god. For all Morezi knows, she just killed Falthasure.
I mean, you don't know what he looks like. You certainly don't know who Cackle. I mean, you again, Taka did tell y'all what all this was. As the arm clatters to the ground, one of the kobolds, actually Suck, who's a little more observant than some of the others, the warlock, says, guys? And over in the corner, one of the barnacle creatures, who is almost completely barnacled, stands up, and they are holding the staff of Seraphim. Because you said you kicked it in a random direction, and I rolled a 1.
Oh, God. Thanks.
And that's where we'll end! Chafing
Nice.
Armor, episode 168. Great job, everybody.
Oh, it's back to square one.
Yeah, we're gonna do that combat all over it. No, other things are happening. But
Remember when that goblin exploded?
that is absolutely what happened in that side quest. Yes.
No, the first episode.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You were absolutely right. In the first episode, a goblin did grab your staff of Seraphim and exploded.
And remember, this time the Cackle isn't in the staff half this time, so there's no possession of that barnacle man.
Yeah.
Good point.
Though, I mean,
Buffer.
Morezi is correct that it was the raw power of the staff that caused him to explode.
Well, yeah, but that just means that we won't be doing that again. It just means that if that barnacle man does do anything, it'll explode.
Very likely. Very likely. You don't know, like, does that happen every time? Does that happen, like,
No,
if you fail
yeah.
a saving throw? But
End up with a chunk of barnacle in your eye.
that's true. That's true. So we will see what happens. But thank you all very much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you for not
Thank everyone for
killing us.
listening.
And until next time, we will roll with you soon.